That's the situation.
Now, some Nigerians are of the opinion that another difficulty that political education will probably encounter in trying to have a mass following is the fact that Nigerian electorates are complacent, they are lethargic, they are apathic, they are somewhat indifferent to what is going on. I mean, sometimes they're even fatalistic. It is like, God's will be done. Baba God will take care of everything, you know. That is the kind of attitude that Nigerian electorate have. So how do you want to change that kind of mindset when already the electorate is like, I beg, give them, because all of them are the same thing. Whatever they bring, we'll manage it.
Thank you very much. This has become our way of life. Our way of life in the sense that nobody wants to be on the forefront to struggle.
Nobody wants to bear the cat.
Nobody wants to bear the cat. But with the situation now in this country, a lot of people are hungry. A lot of people are hungry. So it will get to a stage, I think what happened in Egypt, what happened in Tunisia, will be replicated here. You don't have to tell, an hungry man is an hungry man. I remember during Abacha, Wole Soyinka said something. He said, during that Abacha struggle, he said, look, when the people are ripe for revolution, he said, even if you put armor tankers in front of them, they won't fear again. You find out that how many people do you want to kill? They will even go inside the armor tanker and remove the person there and now kill them. So in a situation like that, I see that we are not yet ripe, but we are ripening. We are about to get to that stage. We are almost at the stage now. Because, yes, it has become our way of life that, look, no, just leave them, oh. Me, I don't want to die, oh. You don't know these people, they'll go kill you, oh. No. That's one of the things we want to take to the board. We need to let people know. We will preach to them. It's more or less where you are in the church. You preach to people. We will preach to them. Look, you don't allow these people to go. You don't allow these people to go. Let us all team up together. When the issue of occupied Nigeria happened,
yes,
during the oil subsidy, saga, we were, some of us that gathered at Falomo, we started about few people, about almost 4 or 5. Later, we were using this social media to reach out to people through BlackBerry and stuff like that. Before you know, we all gathered together. Before you know, it was almost 500. Before you know, it was almost 1,000. I'm telling you, if the government had not quickly taken a different action entirely, I'm telling you, they will overthrow the government. So what we are saying is, the situation is at hand now. The situation, a lot of people are suffering. This country, people are suffering. People cannot afford a meal in a day.
Though you may have to live with another contradiction, though. Yes, a lot of people are suffering, but yet a number of people are also privileged. Just like you said, if I had a brother who has been appointed a governor or a senator or a minister or a special advisor, then of course I'm going to go to the church with thanksgiving. Because I know that something is coming
to your family.
Yeah, so
not to the state.
But would that not be a contradiction in fact?
Yes, but it's not a contradiction. You know why I said it's not a contradiction? Can you measure the statistics?
The percentage of.
Okay, if you are saying that, okay, fine, your brother or my brother is now a governor, and I'm jubilating. Oh, myself and my immediate family, probably all his friends will benefit from it before it reaches the states. I will tell you one thing is that statistically, he is governing a state that is about probably 4 million population.
Yes.
So maybe if it's 1,000 people that benefited, how is he going to deal with the situation? The margin is so wide. What we are saying is we need to put stop to all this.
Okay, now, one other area that I would like us to look at is that recently the Tunji Braithwaite Foundation,
Yeah.
in one of the public outings that you carried out,
Yes.
you went to the prisons,
Yes.
to donate something to the inmates.
Yes.
I think about a couple of items, 1,800 items,
Yeah.
from reported by the press.
Yes.
Now, but my question is, do you think those items will actually get to the inmates? That's number one. And do you think those are the kind of palliatives that prisoners in Nigerian prisons, that's what they need?
Yes, the items are just by the side. These are just relief material. It does not solve their problem. But we cannot just go there without just, not only talking to them, not only, we went there, let me say, our going to prison was just it was an eye-opener. There are people suffering in this country. Some came to that place, some have been in prison for just minor cases. Minor cases. Cases that are frivolous. Cases that you cannot substantiate in the law court. And funny enough, they deny them justice. There's no legal representation. So what we're looking at is not the issue of the relief material we are giving. It goes beyond that. We want to know what is their problem. What are their challenges? These are responsibilities of the government.
Ordinarily.
It shouldn't cost the government anything at all. So when I look at the pages of paper, within the media, some people are fighting for powers.
For chairmanship.
It shows how barbaric these people are. It shows, as if we are being caged. And some people are there in the prison. They deny them justice. Some of these people, some of these inmates will find out that they have minor cases.
Like what?
Like some wandering. Maybe you fight within your neighborhood. Some maybe sky that, caught them on the street, bring them there. Or
Street
trading and stuff like that. The capacity of the prison is 800. And the prison is overcrowded. 1,820 something. Can you look at it, the margin? Why?
Double the capacity.
Double the capacity. So why is it that we need to go, we went there to go and address their issue? In fact, we've already trying to work out how to send out legal representation to them so that they can call them, maybe in group. What is your problem? Do you have lawyer? You don't have lawyer? Let's begin to address. And I look at, from my own investigation, from my own findings, we find out that the prison, the inmates have been living on just, handout from NGOs. What is the responsibility of the government?
How about the prison authorities?
The prison authority, well, I think, you see, I will say, well, we look at the warders. They are very friendly with them. Let us be fair enough. The warders are very friendly with them. But then, how they should be treated, from above. When I mean above, from the authority, you get what I'm saying? It's not properly done. If not, they don't need NGO to take care of their needs. If the government are in place, do they need any NGO to be getting them legal representation? Or do they need any NGO to be giving them relief materials? When they saw us, they were happy. When they saw Dr. Braithwaite, they were happy. And you find out that their spirit was high. They were encouraged that, look, fine, somebody is coming as our Messiah, whereby we have a government in place. That means we are still living in jungle.
Now, Sola, I know that the foundation will probably have other
No,
issues,
objectives,
yes, that you like to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we prioritize the issues that you want to be dealing with? Because the prison visits should just be an item.
Yes.
So if you look at holistically, if you look at the entire strategy that the foundation has put in place, what are the things, what are the reforms, what are the changes, what are the alternatives, that you are going to put on the table?
Yes, we have other program in place that we want to put on the table. Like I said, setting up a kind of institution to checkmate all this electoral fraud within the electoral process is one of our program. We have some other programs, in the X sector, in the academic sector, and we want to see how this will work. Though we still have some of this kept in our mind until 17th of September, when we'll be launching the foundation formally to the public. Then we'll unfold a lot of programs. The president, we hope that the president will be in attendance, and we want to tell people that, look, this foundation is unlike other foundation. The foundation is just to make sure that we check some things that are, some irregularities within the public sector, within the private sector.
Now, okay, that's commendable. Now let's look at the issue of the political space that we have right now. Yeah. We made reference to it just now in passing.
Yeah.
Don't you think, or no, I shouldn't be asking that.
Okay.
The foundation must have a position on the huge cost of governance in Nigeria.
Yes.
So what would you have preferred instead of what we are spending right now to run our democracy?
That's a very big question. What would we have preferred? When you look at this government within the country, it's very expensive to run government in Nigeria. And it's part of our objective to let government knows that, look, reduce all these expenses. When you look at our recurrent expenditure, it's so high. It's so high. The number of people in the House of Representatives, the number of ministers, these are the things. I remember, I think about 2 months or 3 months ago, a few months ago, the CBN governor said that, look, the government need to cut down the expenses so that you can take care of other things that are in need. But the foundation will take it as a point of duty. Who will confront the government? Who will let the government realize it? Both state, local, and federal. You cannot be running government at, this is our money. This is money that belongs to Nigerians. Funny enough, I sat down one day, I was discussing with some few friends that some people prior to coming to governance, how much do they earn at the end of the month? How much do they earn? If those who are House of Representatives or those who is a minister now, whoever is a minister now, how much was he earning before he became minister? Monthly, annually. Highest in his company, probably he will be earning around 2 million, highest, or 2.5 million. But when he gets to government, he's earning, he's still having a take home of 15-20 million naira. We need to cross-check that.
Now, so the question is...
So we stand to correct some of those things.
Now, but what are the alternatives that you are going to put on the table? Because it's one thing to identify where the problem is or to identify the sources of the leakages. It is another thing to find the alternative that will either remove the leakages or remove the sources of the leakages or replace the entire system itself.
Okay, now the alternative. I want to tell you one thing is, before we can come up with alternative, we must find out the cause of this problem. which is fundamental. The cause of the problem is fundamental. I want to tell you that the institution in place that allows governance in state, federal, and local government is
faulty.
Is faulty.
All right, so we'll take it there.